right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this edition of the Culture Talking the Industry with your boy Alo-T in the building, and with me is Dr. Vicky Swags, CEO Vicky's Glow.
Hello, I am Vicky's Glow. Hello.
Yeah, we're good, Yes, I must say that I really appreciate your coming. I really appreciate your coming in for the show. Yes, over time we've been talking about the culture, talking about the industry, and the culture that we're all about here is the entertainment. And if you've been paying attention with everything that's been happening around us in Nigeria and Africa and the world at large, you see that Afrobeat has taken over, and two major actors in the industry right now are kind of being at loggerhead. So for that reason, I want us to eventually get to look at this altercations that has been going on in the last few days and between the one and only Burna Boy, the African giant, and also OBO. Yes, and if you agree with me, we all know that Burna Boy is a Grammy Award winner. But
yes, he is.
Yes, but then OBO is a big artist. Yes,
yeah.
I once remember back in 2016, 2015, when OBO once supported Burna Boy when he was still an underdog. But then I'm just surprised to see that today he's saying things he's saying about OBO, about him renting an apartment and eventually claiming that he owns the apartment and stuff like that. Do you agree that OBO actually rented this apartment he claims to be?
Yeah, he's a big star. What do you think? He's a big star, although everyone starts somewhere in the industry. I know when he started with you get
yes, of course. And it's not story. We all know that OBO is even without the music, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yes, it's
fine.
fine.
From a wealthy home.
In fact,
I know about that.
And eventually, that's why when I eventually got to hear about this thing about him renting an apartment at Banana Island, claiming to be the owner of the apartment, and I was really, 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 really sad. I wasn't happy about that because for a person like Burna Boy, I believe he has seen the world, he has seen life. Yes, he knows better. Even when you have issues with somebody, understand, for some reason unknown to me personally, let me speak for myself.
Okay.
Yes, it's not a reason for you to start saying things like that when we all know. If a person, for example, if a person like OBO who earn a tier rubber to Ubi Frank.
Wow, that's huge.
Understand? Then tell me, do you say a person like that will start claiming things that he's not?
No, that's not possible.
It's not possible. So this is why I really want us to look at this issue and eventually get to properly. They will eventually get to listen to this conversation between you and I, and eventually get to take cautions, because I believe that Burna Boy is way too big for this. Yes. It's way too big. Kodogo, if you're listening to me, I want you to know that 001 is a big shirt. It's a top shirt. Yes. And we love you. We respect you. You're one person that has done it all by yourself in the industry, bring back the Grammys. But the Grammys doesn't make one of the biggest artists, right?
It doesn't.
Yes, of course.
I know you must have seen some artists back in the days, like the ones of Tupac.
Yeah. Snoop Dogg,
and they never had Grammy.
They never.
And then they were big artists as a then. In fact, they made my childhood growing up as a kid in 2000 millennium, stuff like that. So Grammy doesn't really define a big artist, if you ask me. A big artist, wherever you are, the heights you must have attained in the industry. You're big. You don't have to have a Grammy to be a big artist.
A big artist. In fact, I think there's this guy that sang this song. A guy, if you're big, I beg.
Big, I beg.
So
that's what's up.
In fact, we cannot dispute the fact that OBO is one of the biggest thing around in the world.
Yeah.
For example, if you want to look at artists who have sold real concerts this year, in 2024, we know that OBO was on the road back to back every day. In fact, even the day, at his wedding, the following day we saw that he eventually went to places around Ibusa and places like that. Yeah. Imagine ordinarily it would have been like, okay, fine, I'm going for my honeymoon, quit everything that was in line for me at that period. But then, because he was so lined up with so many activities, then he had to.
He's big. He's
big.
He's big.
And Dr. Vic,
okay.
In your own words, I would like you to tell us what is your little piece of advice to Burna Boys and fans out there with regards to everything happening right now, with regards to beefing the video, with regards to not respecting him? For example, people get to say that it's because his father is rich and is in the industry that is doing big.
No, Davido has talent. Sorry to cut you, but go on.
Then, if it's about that, we have need to see.
Yes, nobody hears about him again.
You know, we have B-Red.
Yeah, we know those guys.
You know, and who is Davido's cousin?
Yes.
We know that B-Red, Shina Rambo, they are all Davido's cousins, and then sons of the governor. And if the sons of the governor are not able to make it happen, of course, their dad is also very wealthy. So we cannot dispute the fact that Obio is doing what he's doing because he has talent. He's very good at what he does.
Everybody knows he's good. Those are just rumors, and rumors are carried by enemies, accepted by fools, if you ask me. He is good in the industry, and everybody knows that. Whether or not his father is wealthy or not, he is good at what he does, and that's what counts.
In fact, you know, so you've all heard it. You've all heard it from one of the persons who are repping it right now. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Dr. Vicky Swag, you know, CEO Vicky's Glow.
Hello.
Yes, this to announce to you all that, please, let's drop the debate about who is bigger in the industry. You heard when Two-Face said something, okay, fine, the video is bigger, Burna is bigger. Why don't you just Google it? Understand? So I believe if we eventually get to Google it, the Google will tell us who that big person is, and then you will still get to know that no one is exactly really bigger. Yes.
And if you ask me, I always want to add that respect is reciprocal. Whoever comes first in the industry, you should give respect to those that are there before you, even though you're getting bigger than them. It doesn't really count.
It doesn't.
A legend is a legend. Once a legend is always a legend. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, on this note, we've come to the end of today's edition in the culture, talking the industry. Yes, Dr. Vicky's, I really want to appreciate your honoring this.
It's my honor. It's my pleasure to be here.
Well, thank you very much. And ladies and gentlemen out there, you all know how we do this, repping the culture. So don't forget to, follow, like, and share.
Of course, we want to see this. So
yeah, because
share, like, and share to a lot of friends, your enemies that would love to see this argument.
In fact, and the reason behind this is to eventually propagate the culture, right? Yes, tell a friend, that's what this is. So to end today's edition, we're going to play the song of this day, coming from a one and only Hype, talking about if you like me, it's alright. If you don't like me, it's alright.
Because you don't want to make that.
Because everybody got crazy. Alright, thank you. That's what's up.
Bye.